Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Ask Leah. Tonight's question came from a leader who is leading change in his organisation at the moment, and he is asking his team if they have any questions. And he's getting crickets chirping. So he's getting up in front of the team, briefing them on the change. Anyone got any questions? No questions in those team meetings / sometimes town halls. And he said, I know people have questions. I know they leave the session and they're all talking about it, but no one is speaking up in the room. Now, there can be a whole heap of reasons for that, none more so than psychological safety and if people feel that it's safe to speak up. But what I wanted to share with you tonight was my tip for how you can get more engagement when you're delivering news or asking for feedback. And that tip has to do around the question that you ask. You see, this leader and many others that I've worked with has said to me, well, you know what, Leah, I say any questions and no one answers. Here's the thing, when you say any questions, it's too broad. And people are sitting there thinking, oh, do you really want my questions or not? Do I want to be the person who speaks up or not? So to get the ball rolling, I want you to go into these sessions with some questions that encourage people to speak up, but give them some more guidance. So your question might be to the group, so what is your number one takeaway from what I've shared today? It might be, we are implementing this change across the business. If you were in charge of leading the change, what is something that you would do? Or what's the number one thing you want management to consider as we roll out this change across the organisation? So can you see what I'm doing there? I'm still leaving it broad and open, but I'm providing some direction rather than just saying any questions. And then I might really drill home it and say, well, now's your chance to speak up. When we approach it like that, we are not creating an environment where people feel like they can do that. So again, ask the question, but narrow it down a bit. Okay, narrow it down so you're giving people a chance to engage in a safer, more supported way. If you've got a question for Ask Leah, send it through and I will do my best to answer it next week. Cheers.